Mainit ang sagutan ni Representative Stella Kimbo at Representative Bernadette Herrera-T sa pagdinig sa 2025 General Appropriations Bill. Particular na ipinunto ni Congresswoman Herrera ang overall savings ng gobyerno at ang paggamit ng earmark revenues. Paunoorin natin, Atty. Sal, yung sagutan ng dalawang pambabatas.
Yan yung dating mayor ng...
Meron pong legal question ang ating kagalang-galang na B.H. Herrera. Nandito naman po ang DOJ, Judiciary. Pwede po siyang magtanong ng legal opinion, ng opinion mula sa DOJ because that is really beyond us. Hindi po ako hindi po kami makakapagbigay ng isang legal opinion. Yun ay pwedeng hingin sa DOJ, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker,
Your Honor.
we are the power of the purse here. Tayo po ang nagpasa ng batas. Yung pera na in-earmark natin, mahirap po na ginagamit, tapos pag kailangan na, sasabihin mo, pag kailangan na, nandyan. Paano kung wala? Hindi ba ganun yung mga estafa cases? Hindi ba ganun yung mga pyramiding scams? Na pagka umutang ka ng pera, for such a, di ba, tapos biglang pag kailangan na, hindi mo na makuha. Pwede mo i-demanda yung taong yun. Ang sinasabi mo kasi, at any given time, ang defense mo is at any given time, pwede hingin ng free wifi yung budget. Eh, paano kung walang pera ang gobyerno? Sa akin, hindi yung it's readily available. That's not the point. Ang punto dito, pwede bang gamitin para sa ibang bagay ang cash na inalat ng Kongreso para sa isang particular na bagay? Hindi maliwanag kung magkano ang balanse ng mga earmark revenues dahil natatraffic sa Bureau of Treasury.
Of savings is now different. Today, it now refers to balances of any released appropriations which have not been obligated as a result of any of the following: A, completion, final discontinuance, abandonment of a program, or B, implementation of measures resulting in improved systems and efficiencies, etc. So today, in other words, hindi na siya kinocompute for all. Yun na ngayon ang practice ng DBM. So if there is a number that you have in mind, for example, do you wish to know unutilized appropriations for the entire government? Is that what you wish to know?
Madam Speaker, parang hindi naman po nagbabago yung definition ng overall savings. Yung savings naman talaga is, as you said, yun ang definition ng savings natin. At kaya nire-reflect yun. Kasi ito yung mga hindi nagagamit, like you said. And then nire-report kasi yun and it's being transferred to other agencies. Ang sa akin, I'm looking for a repertorial. They have to report it to us, just like before. For example, ang overall savings natin in 2020 is 3.5 billion. That's why it's also significant eh. And then for all those savings, nakalagay dyan kung saan tinransfer sa bawat agency. Pag sinabi mo kasing savings, transfers from each agency, nata-transfer ang savings ng bawat isang ahensya, pupunta ngayon sa overall savings, and then yung overall savings, it's a transfer to.
Madam Speaker, it can be provided, but they don't have the figures now.
Madam Speaker, yun po yung point ko. Bakit nawawala yung report ng overall savings? Dapat nakikita po natin yon dito sa Kongreso kasi savings po yan na hindi na po alam ng Kongreso kung saan napupunta. And it's part of our obligation to know where these savings are. Saan nanggaling? Kasi that's where we see how efficient ang ating mga departments. So baka pwede pong isubmit sa atin today para makita po natin.
Ang pagkakaiba, Madam Speaker, today is that the agencies themselves use their own savings. So, they can modify on their own. So, hindi katulad dati na nililipat sa ibang ahensya.
And does this mean hindi siya nire-report sa...
No, pero, yes. So, but as a result of that change in practice, kaya nagkaroon din sila ng ibang pagre-report, but tama po yung observation ninyo. And I think that is a very important point. Hindi naman dahil nag-iba ng practice ay nawalan na sila ng responsibilidad na mag-report. So because of that, they will submit the report on savings. They will provide the report as okay, but henceforth they will include you will include it in the BSF moving forward. But you will submit within the week to the Committee on Appropriations, and we will copy furnish all members.
Yes, please, Madam Speaker, kasi napaka-importante po na alam natin how efficiently they're using. Napakadaling mag-declare ng savings kung bibigyan natin ng blanket authority ang departments to use the savings and use it whenever they want or augment something without passing through Congress. E di, i-bloat na lang palagi yung bidding, yung ABC. Tapos magdadive. You know, this is not acceptable, should not be acceptable to us. That's why we need those reports. Kaya sana po, within the week, or sana nga within the day or hanggang tomorrow para naman po mapag-aralan, Madam Speaker. Anyway, my next question refers to, dito na ako sa, alam naman ni Madam Sponsor ito, yung tungkol sa earmarked revenues. Madam Speaker, sa pagkakaintindi, can you define earmarked revenues through you, Madam Speaker?
Earmarked revenues, Madam Speaker, are identified revenues required by law to be used for designated activities, benefits, or purposes which can be either classified as use of income or special account in the general fund or SAGF.
Nung pong nag-interpolate tayo, sinabi po sa akin that the cash isn't available because the cash is being used. Madam Speaker, Madam Sponsor, tama po ba na pwedeng gamitin ang earmarked revenues ng national government wherever it pleases?
Yun ang practice po ng natin. But let me explain.
Madam Speaker, yung tanong ko po, hindi kung practice siya or hindi. Tama po ba na ginagamit natin ang earmarked revenues for other things other than specified in the law?
Madam Speaker, if I may be allowed,
Yes.
parang po siyang, if I may use a comparison, parang pong kung tayo po ay nagde-deposito sa isang bangko, nagdeposito tayo ng 100 piso, iniwan natin sa bangko yung ating 100 pesos. Habang hindi natin kailangan yung 100 pesos na yan, ini-invest ng bangko yung 100 pesos na yan. But at any point in time that we demand 100 pesos plus the interest, dapat ibibigay sa atin ng bangko yung pera natin. At any point in time that we want it, it must be available. So ganun po ang konsepto ng earmarked revenues. Congress earmarks a certain portion, kinokolekta ng ahensya ang revenue, dinedeposito sa treasurer, habang hindi ginagamit ang cash, gagamitin muna ang cash sa pagpapatakbo ng buong government kasi po ang pangongolekta ng buwis hindi naman po January 1. Meron na tayong buwis. Paano natin babayaran ang sweldo ng ating mga page, ang sweldo ng mga government employees? Wala po tayong ibabayad sa inyo na sweldo kung hindi natin gagamitin ang cash na yan. Pero at any point in time that an agency demands those earmarked revenues, the Treasury must be able to make those funds available. Ganyan po ang ibig sabihin ng earmarked revenues.
Madam Speaker, saan po nakasulat na gano'n ang ibig sabihin ng earmarked revenues na pwede siyang gamitin pag hindi ginagamit pa? Kasi malinaw naman po, earmarked accounts and funds are not, the legal basis of an earmarked revenue could be a law, a presidential decree, or international agreement. Bawat earmarked revenue may batas. At walang blanket authority doon na sinasabing pwede mo munang gamitin habang hindi ginagamit ng agency. Gusto ko lang po makahanap ng legal basis mula umpisa. Asan po ang legal basis na sinasabing pwedeng gamitin ang pondo na in-earmark natin for another thing kasi yung cash naman hindi pa ginagamit ng ahensya. So hiramin ko muna. Paano kung hindi ko na maibalik? Paano kung hindi na tayo makautang? Hindi po ba pag regular ka na tao, ginamit mo ang pera na hindi para doon? Qualified theft na to. O kaya, pwedeng technical malversation of funds if you use it for another thing.
Ang tawag po doon sa libro ay Book of Accounts. So, may Book of Accounts at nandun naman po maliwanag ang balanse. So, at any point in time na kung na-question...
Madam Speaker, ulitin ko, ano pong batas ang nagsasabi na pwedeng gamitin pangsamantala ang earmark revenue?
So, hindi po ginagamit ang revenue. Maliwanag po yun.
Yung pera, Madam Speaker. Saan po sinasabing batas na yung cash na nakolekta ng isang collecting agency para sa isang bagay na naka-earmark? Kaya po tayo nagpasa ng batas sa Kongreso. Gusto ko itong SUF para lamang sa free wifi. O meron na siyang 24 billion na cash na nakadeposito. Pero sabi nga, yung cash na to nawawala na kasi ginagamit siya habang hindi pa ginagamit ng free wifi. Hindi ko po talaga masettle sa utak ko kung paano pwedeng, kung ano, yun lang naman tinatanong ko, ano po bang batas ang nagsasabi, yung cash na para sa free wifi, pwede munang hiramin ng national government para gastusin sa ibang bagay nang hindi nagpapaalam sa tamang or walang proper documentation.
Alright, at ngayon natin, Attorney Sal, yung